Hey friends, today I'm going to be sharing Stone Soup. This is a classic folk tale and there's lots of versions of this out there. This happens to be the one that I really like using in my therapy room. And Stone Soup is not a seasonal or holiday book per se, but because of the themes of sharing and community and also food, it's a great one to share during the Thanksgiving and winter holidays. So I hope you'll consider it for your room. What happens in the story is two strangers come into a town and they're going around the village and asking for just a small amount of food. And nobody in the village is willing to share or really has anything to share. So what those strangers decide to do is show them how they can make a delicious magical soup with just a magic stone. So they have a big pot in the middle of town, they fill it with water and they put in their magic stone. And then they keep saying things like, this would be so much better if only we had a carrot, a single carrot. And somebody does have that to bring in. And then a potato or a noodle. So by the end, they have delicious and full soup, and it's been made up of all the ingredients that the townspeople have. So while the story is saying that the stone is the magic ingredient, we as the audience realize by the end, it's actually the idea of sharing that makes it what it is. And this book is a great one to start talking about coming together. So really kind of that idea of crowdsourcing. And a few of the activities you might want to use are putting a large piece of paper on the wall and having everybody contribute to a mural. Not separate pictures, but one large picture that everybody is cooperatively creating. Or you could put it on the floor and have them be making a play mat of a city that you can later use vehicles or blocks to play with. If you live in an area where it's warmer, you might consider going outside and making your picture on the sidewalk with sidewalk chalk. A game you could play that would be similar to this is adding on to a story. So having everyone sit in a circle and having the first person maybe start with, once upon a time there was a mouse. Then having the second person add on another sentence. And he was in a field and couldn't find his family. And just having each person add on to that story so that you're making an artistic creation all together and that each person's contributing. If you have students that are working on sequencing, I would suggest using the vocabulary "and then" to indicate that you're going on to the next person. So once upon a time there was a mouse, and then having the next person pick up. He was in a field and couldn't find his family, and then, again, to let the next person know that you are going on to the next step in the sequence. I really enjoy cooking myself. This is a great story to bring some cooking activities in. It's very easy to act out with just play foods, and you can certainly do that, or you could make soup yourself. But I feel like it's also a great chance to share something that you've made with others. And for me, baked goods tend to be the easiest. So maybe making muffins or making cookies, not with the intent of eating them, but with the intent of sharing them either with another class, maybe a neighbor, bring them to the fire station, or bringing them to a nursing home. Now, if cooking isn't something that you can do in your therapy room, or it just isn't easy for you to do, then you might want to think about making cards and sharing those, or putting together a performance of a few songs and sharing that with others. Or you could even consider putting together a canned soup drive and donating that to your local food pantry. If you'd like a printable version of this lesson plan, please click on the link in the description of the video below and be sure to subscribe to my channel.